All right. Tori, Nick, you here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, once everyone returns, there are several people in the infirmary. Cheney is in critical condition. And while that is going on, the two of you are pulled to the side by Yao. In which you are informed, specifically with you, River, you are told that while the clubs were doing a search for missing persons, but also the clearing of any monsters that reside, specifically hedge beasts, that a strange substance was found in the mimic caves, and they want you to investigate it. Tomo, you are sent alongside River as there has been an injury among the clubs, and they need backup. River, you are instructed to take with you your murder suit, and you are provided with a respirator.
Lovely.
I do not know if you have any spare murder suits for your friend.
Nope.
Tomo.
I would imagine. I would imagine like there would be more respirators, right? Because we didn't know that there were. Didn't we know that like?
Jason
got y'all a bunch of them.
Oh hey.
That was a while back.
Cave is usually dark, right? So she'll bring her night vision also.
All right, you got the night vision.
So she'll just have the respirator, night vision, and murder suit. Not scary at all.
Let me see. I have. Okay, cool. All right, I'm good.
You good?
I am good.
All right. So, you all go ahead and start making your way out. What direction do you take in order to get to the area? You are informed. The Mimic Cave, that is... let me double check quick. That's by a harbor village, and which is the northwest of town.
Well, I imagine we'd just go that way to get there, I guess, just northwest.
Do you take main roads? Do you walk? Do you go through woods?
That'd be up to River, honestly.
Is Helling still around with his car? She doesn't want to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can talk to Hellings to get a ride.
Probably wouldn't be the best for our mission for people to see a lady in a full hazmat walking around town.
And a man with, like, a overly sized gun.
Both of them with rifles on.
Yeah, they're not exactly the most friendly-looking individuals.
Turn heavy breathing and the glowing of the night vision. Everything's fine.
All right. So you approach Hellings. He's in his office. After returning, he had been in the infirmary, but he felt like he was hovering, so he stepped away. He looks at the both of you, nods. Heading up then.
Yes, about that. I'd like to request a ride.
He looks at you in your murder suit.
It's better to be discreet about passing.
I think you'd be right about that. He gets up and grabs his keys. He starts heading out. I'll pull the car up so you don't have to walk too far outside.
She gives a nod. Packs up her science.
To specify your science.
Probably the kit. She probably would have had to go back and grab that kit.
Okay, you go back and grab the kit.
So, things to collect samples.
Okay.
Various other tools. This stuff.
Would I be able to restock on some, like, bullets from, like, either Yao or somebody else?
How much do you have right now?
see here. Not sure how much regular. I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 regular, and then.
Do you have a new character sheet, or your I
kept it on my token, I believe.
Ah.
So it's one of the values on my token.
Let me check.
And then for cold iron, it was just 1, I think, and I think I used that.
I don't see anything on your token.
Well, it might have been on the. On
the main map.
Yeah.
Let me look. Let me see if I can find this, Tomo. Oh, here we go. I have in red 5 out of 16, 3 out of 1, and 0 out of 6.
Okay, it'd probably be.
So the 16 is clip size, I believe. If you're using a pistol.
Clip is. Well, I have pistol and. Yeah, so. Yeah, the 16's the pistol. The 6 is the sniper, and then I'm not sure what the last one is.
Okay. So you have no sniper bullets currently?
Yes.
Okay. You can restock on a clip for the sniper.
Okay, cool.
And then go ahead and mark that down on your inventory.
My equipment, or just like on my weapon?
Your equipment. It'd be an equipment.
Okay. Yeet.
Okay. Were you grabbing anything else, River?
She will leave the gargoyle pelt behind.
Okay. So you guys...
I'm gonna leave it on my my equipment just because I want to remember what the stats for it are.
Okay. Go ahead and just make it a different color for now to indicate you don't have it.
Okay. It'll be a lighter green.
You could mark it as further down on the equipment list or whatever. We have the at house list.
I'll just do this until, like, if I need to fill in another space, I'll go about it. We'll see.
Alright. So you guys pack up and load into Helling's car. And he begins to dad drive you over to Harbor Village.
The Acker quiet drive.
I sure have plenty back up there. But, you know, a couple hours here it should be getting dark, so we don't want you out that late. Being honest, that'll be when the mimics start to become active.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I would
Shouldn't
assume.
be. And he drops you guys off. And you come into an area that originally, as he's driving into it, it is overgrown. The path doesn't look like it's been used in a long time as far as vehicles go. But go ahead and roll a perception as you are coming in.
How dark is it when they arrive?
Oh, it's day. It's like afternoon.
Okay, so the goggles not needed yet.
No.
River's just such an alpha that she can just walk out with night vision on and be totally fine. It's fine.
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's dark to her. Oh, whoops! Ignore that. I did it wrong. Oh.
So one success. Okay.
One. Yep.
You guys come down the long path that leads into the campsite of Harbor Village, and on the way, you pass. It's mostly trees. It looks like it'd be very scenic route when there's leaves and all that, but it's muddled a little bit with knowledge that this place becomes absolute hell at night. And you drive by, and you both notice that this entire part of the road is very barren. There's no other cars or anything like that. But at one point, about halfway down, you come across a car, and you don't get a chance to look into it. Hellings drives by, but there is one parked alongside the long stretch.
Does it look familiar at all?
I was just about to ask that, actually.
I don't think River could really roll for it, but...
Well, if is it somebody that... Well, is it a model of a car that looks kind of like something we'd find in, like, Carlsville?
It looks a little older and beat up, yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't get any specific details like that, like a license plate or anything like that.
Okay.
And eventually, Helling stops and pulls over when the road starts to get a little more suspect. And you see up ahead, there is a what seems to be a little base camp that has been set up, just a tarp thrown across so that there's some coverage, and then a table with some ammo boxes. And you see people walking around.
Just your standard expedition.
And he stops and lets you guys get out.
Exit car.
Alright, exit.
Alright. You guys do so. And as you do, one of the guys looks up and nods and waves you over.
In that direction.
Yeah, we go.
Okay. You head over and he nods. Glad you could make it. He points at you, Tomoe. For the time being, we're gonna have you accompanying her until the cave. We don't know if it's completely safe for people to be in right now. But we could use the backup just in case. And you guys notice that there's a couple chairs and all that set up here. And a few of the group that Yao had sent in are sit down, and they have bandages on and all that. You notice actually also Lalo is here and his helmet's off, and he's dabbing at a bloodied nose.
Oh no.
Is this caused by mimics, or is there something else I should be concerned about?
This was mimics. We were looking into the cave to see the population of it, if it expanded or not. We hadn't gone down, but we did find the two entrances. On one side, we were able to get down with, for the most part, no problems. On the other side, we did have a bit of combat, and so a few of us got roughed up, but we were able to drive them back. We haven't seen them since. They're not going to be outside here, but we haven't seen them lurking around the entrance either. And Lalo looks up and gives you guys a small wave. Hi. Good to see you.
Everything all right?
Smiles.
I empathy that smile.
Go for it.
All right. Let me see. This is good foreshadowing for tonight, folks.
You are not able to make out anything past it because he has the same smile panic eye that he always has, which makes it hard to tell if he's in distress or just being Lalo, which is always in distress.
Honestly, that's kind of what he figures. Like, I mean, probably.
I believe they told you over the report that there was an injury.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, he taps his face and by doing so leaves a couple marks on his cheek. It's more of a casualty.
What?
Oh.
As in, they're dead.
They fell. The rope broke.
He just has his mouth open for a second like he wants to say something, but then he just closes it like, okay.
But we wanted to keep as many people on staff as possible.
Inside the cave or outside?
Inside.
What were you doing in there?
Well, we were originally trying to deal with the mimics. And there were 2 entrances. We were flanking from both sides. However, the one that was to be looking down from the upper part, from the cabin, they weren't supposed to go all the way down. There's a ledge there, and that's where they were kind of holding out. That's where we actually were able to tell that there's something in there that we wanted you to look into. So you don't actually even need to go fully down into the cave.
Are you all properly outfitted?
Oh yes.
Not with weapons. Points to hazmat suit.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually.
Are you sure none of you are affected?
We don't believe so.
Not believing so is very different than actually knowing.
If you would like to examine us, you may.
I will, actually. Once I'm done here.
He nods and he puts his helmet back on, stands up, and cracks his shoulders. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the other side of the entrance in case any of them try to come out. And he starts heading off. One of the others, Yakuza, look at you again. We've roped off the way to the cabin entrance.
Should I encounter any of them? Is there something I should do to alert you? Is there anything I can do to stop them from being aggressive?
Our radios got fried, so we don't have those. But we can. They pull out a whistle and hand it to you.
Right. State to the art. What's in her pocket?
We will be. A few of us will be accompanying you in case you need it. We will be staying above. We have, after the accident, we set up a safety net so that if anyone were to fall, they should be caught. We don't want any repeats.
Yeah, that's good. Do you know if the rope broke because of just a weak rope, or do you know if it was cut?
No, we don't think it was cut. I'm thinking it was just poorly set up, unfortunately. He was also panicking a bit, so it was adding a lot of jostling. Made a bad situation worse.
Nods.
But I will show you the way to the cabin. And he starts walking, and a few others follow him.
She'll follow.
I as well.
Right. So you guys start walking through the woods, and go ahead and roll a perception.
Well,
I will also allow for survival roll as well. Okay.
Can I do a survival?
Nope,
yeah,
nope.
like, can I?
You said it after.
I will allow it after you guys are about a third of the way there as a separate check.
Okay.
Both fucking failed.
This
Great.
is absolutely a just showing how the rest of the session will go.
Yeah, we're great at our jobs, guys. Trust me, we're good guardians.
River breaks the rope and yeets herself into the hole.
Just,
She just pulls out a knife and cuts herself. Like, aha! It was sabotage.
it's certainly what happened to him. What happened to them won't certainly won't happen to me. Dies.
Woo.
Yeets herself down the fucking hole.
Alright,
I
you
take my
guys-
knowledge with me.
I die with it. All right.
Tears, blood,
did
soil,
you guys
dumps into a
already-
cave.
Did you guys already roll your survivals?
Oh shit. Give me like.
One.
It's with survival, right?
Yes. It
Very
is.
good. Very good.
Very good.
Hey.
You do it.
Dude. Okay. All right, River. You are walking, and this is a very unmaintained path. So you're mainly focusing on not stepping in any divots or twisting an ankle.
These delicate ankles.
Your delicate ankles. You do notice, however, that the trees in this area have scratch marks on them. Similar to that of a bear, but not the same. You've seen bear scratches, and this is different. Tomo. You notice that, but you also notice a couple of other things. You notice as you're walking that where there are thin foliage of bushes and things like that, there are gaps, almost as if it's a established trail of some sort for either an animal or something else. And you notice a couple of those around here, and the closer you get, the more frequent they are. But also, you notice as you walk around here, especially in the camp area, there are abandoned tents and other camping gear. Some of them are very, very worn from age. Others look slightly more new.
Do I know that was this around the same area that Sal and I went to that one time?
It is. This is the area.
Okay.
I'm seeing
Interesting.
the claw marks. She'll turn to the club.
Mhm.
Kind of Mr. Looking for a name tag or something.
Karu.
Karu, Mr. Karu. Do you have the rope that was cut?
We haven't untied it.
You just left it there.
He looks at you. We had no reason to move it.
Did you investigate where it broke?
It was a faulty rope. It wasn't foul play.
Are you sure?
Looks at.
We're dealing with supernatural men. Did you investigate the rope?
We looked at it briefly, but no, not in depth.
Right.
River rolls up her sleeves. I have to do everything myself around here.
Incompetence.
Shh.
All right. You guys continue until eventually you see in the distance there is a decently sized, dilapidated building, in which Tomo, you can go ahead and roll a memory. Tell me what you get.
1.
1? Okay.
Yes.
You recall this is the house you and Sal had gone to way back when.
Hmm.
And that's, this is where you had originally descended and found Julia.
Hmm.
Let me get a couple things finished here. And, oh god, I grabbed something I wasn't supposed to. You guys approach the house, and it is, yourself, Tomoe, River, Karu, and then about 2 other guys. So there's about 5 of you in total. And you approach the dilapidated cabin. And Karu goes over and opens the door.
Gun is out.
You notice that the other 2 clubs they don't have weapons out, or don't seem especially threatened. There you go, and you guys enter.
Man, Karu just looked so much more real than us. Oh wow, he has twins.
I'm not getting multiple Yakuza tokens. Why does Yao only employ his handsome nephew?
It's a family business.
Inky, that's racist.
Can I roll to see when we go in? Is it possible if I could roll to see if anything is like changed since the last time I've been in here? Besides like obvious, probably like Yakuza doing.
Yes. Clear. Clear Yakuza doing everywhere. Yeah, go ahead.
What would that be? Just,
I would allow an investigation or a perception.
That's a perception.
Alright.
I rolled my survival wrong. Sorry.
You look around, and what are you looking for specifically?
Seeing if like I wouldn't necessarily say anything that's been shifted around, but like things that have been like thrown about, like I don't know, like it seems like mimics have been in here, or Finnegan has been in here, or something.
You notice there's a small coat of dust on the floor, but not enough because it seems like the exposure to elements doesn't allow things to settle as much as it should.
Mm.
The door was closed when you came. You don't see any clear scratches or anything in the walls.
Okay.
Most of the items here have long since succumbed to age.
What was in the reports referring to this house? That's all River's working off of.
In the reports, it was referred to that this was, remind me guys, those in chat. What did you learn about this place? I don't want to give you more than you have.
Normally,
I know it was Finnegan's research cabin, right? Because they
Yeah.
found his notes and journals further down in the cave.
wasn't just his research cabin though either. It was,
It was
also
his house
basically
for a bit,
like,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
like him and Vane made like their home here with little children for a while.
Also, in the past, documents are found, a good amount of them had succumbed to age. They had found a journal lower in the mines, as well as a workstation. And then
I
it was
want
noted.
to find that.
Or not the mine, sorry, the Mimic Cave. But it was noted that the Mimic Cave does connect to the mines.
Yeah, I think Sal and Tomo figured that out, I think. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
you guys had found it.
Yeah.
The River's gonna do a once over of the house, see if she finds anything.
Alright, go ahead and roll a perception or investigation if you're looking for specifics. Or anything else you would like to do if you would like to evaluate the age. I would also allow that as an intelligence, academics, or survival.
I'll do an intelligence academics. Is this psychology?
No.
But
Okay. You are looking around to see if everything seems to have weathered the way it should, given that it has at least about 100+ years of rot to it. And most of the items in here do. You do notice that the floor itself seems to be more weathered than it should. In that it seems like there's more traffic through here than the weather would wear something. So like you notice the floorboards have kind of less definition, things like that. But also, one of the very curious things you notice, especially when you think about it, is that actually this place is in a lot better condition than one house should be, being left out unattended in the woods. Especially with the harsh conditions of the winter.
the same could be said about its owner.
Low-key roast.
I am tilting Karu to the left slightly so that we know which one he is.
Because he's tilted.
That one's Karu.
You
Is
can
it?
mark them with the little color dot.
Oh, I forgot I can do that. Karu, you may be straight again.
In the reports, does it?
That one.
No,
In the
stop
reports,
that.
is it known that this is Finnegan's house, and is it reported that the big deer is Finnegan?
Yes.
No,
Right.
It is known.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
These dots are clicking.
he's so green.
I made him so sickly.
Oh no! Stay alive.
Hey,
He was infected. I knew it.
He's the saintly one.
Well, technically, we didn't know if we didn't hear that from Car. We heard that from Lalo.
And Karu heads over to the opening. Careful. And you see the rope is hanging from about here. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that through.
Could I look down and see how far the rope goes down before it, like, snapped?
Yeah, you can look down and go ahead, and I'm gonna allow a... Let's allow wits, academics, or survival to estimate it.
I'm
I'll throw wits
doing
academic.
I'm
You wanna do
doing
the opposite?
survival. Hey.
Okay.
Eh,
You both are able to note. Yeah, they fucking scaled this with Sal's guitar strings. Thank God they had gloves.
yeah.
Otherwise, that would have gone bloody fast. You look, and there, it looked like it actually tragically enough, snapped right before the top. So it goes down a bit, about 2-3 feet, and then it snapped.
What had your late club so nervous this early?
The mimics were up and moving. He had originally gone down to scout, and evidently he alerted some and was quick to try and get back up before they could get him.
Oh, one way or another.
He shook his head slowly. It is an unfortunate situation.
So is she in a position to be able to untie that rope and pull up what's left?
Yeah, actually,
like 2
he
feet?
was gonna pull it up and loop it over the top so you guys can take a look at it.
Yeah.
He
I'll
does
look
that.
the crap out of that.
All right.
Taking out my scope for this. See its fine
Okay.
fibers.
Wow.
Just
I will
fucking-
allow.
Just fucking starts looking at it with the gun. Cotter's just like, what the fuck?
This is gonna be an intelligence or wits investigation.
Frick, I don't have investigation. It's gonna be strictly intelligence here. Any bonus with microscope?
Yes, actually. I'll go ahead and give you a because literally you were looking at the frayed ends, which is perfect for a microscope. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a +3. I
Alright,
know.
so then I even out.
Yep.
I could just get to use straight up intelligence. Ah, yeah, ah.
You're looking at it, River, and that's a broken rope, all right.
Hey. Oh, I'll let Tomo check it first.
Well, what am I rolling?
She's like holding out rope.
Intelligence investigation.
River.
Do it.
Oh, well, shit. We have both this. Why are we just the same? Like, we're just the same. I don't understand.
You kneel down, Tomo. And while you do so, it looks like Karu is like ready to pull you back from the edge if you were to for some reason tumble in. And you're looking at it. You notice that some of the fraying. You're noticing stress on the rope. You're noticing how it kind of frays upwards, which generally, with your experience, would indicate just natural wear and tear. You're not 100% sure. You think it's possible someone might have been able to emulate this,
You will
but
definitely keep that in mind.
I didn't spend many years studying the rope. Did you find anything?
Well, it could certainly be from just it being around a long time.
She looks skeptical. Pulls out phone. Is it working?
you do not have internet.
That's fun. Okay, fine. Look it up later. Alright. Is there another rope set up for us to get down here?
He motions over, and the one behind you comes up and he provides a rope.
Very nice, very nice.
We'll be holding on to it this time, so there's no worry if it's snapping.
Holding on. I could, whatever. Fine.
Or retcon slipping, sorry. Sorry.
That's fine. Her opinion's
They're
already
not this
set.
dumb! They're not this dumb!
No, this is just River changes everything they say to sound more stupid.
River has
I mean, they're not they're not spades.
They're not. They hit things.
I hit things.
Are you gonna hit that rope?
Oh my god.
Throws it down in the mimic cave, hits Mimic upside head.
Bree, I'd like to have these Yakuza goons' emotional thoughts on River. I will pay you 5 EXP each.
Motherfucker.
They're all just simple. I don't really like her.
She's not very nice.
She's kind of mean.
Angie, why would you do that? There's so many better thoughts to buy. Why would you make me add more people to the relationship chart?
Because I'm not really going to.
Thank God.
Just do
It's
the
a
one,
joke.
the one guy.
It's a joke.
Can't trust anyone in this house. Go ahead, both you and roll a perception as the clubs are setting up the rope.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
She'll slip on her night vision for the cave vision. Is there any bonus to looking in, Doc?
Yes, actually. That will actually allow you to see the bottom.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a +2.
If I would have known that, I would have pulled out the flashlight, but he wouldn't. I'm not gonna
You
lift
pull
it.
out the flashlight and she just looks at you with her night
Yeah,
vision.
just
Pull out the flashlight.
thank you,
immediately
thank
blind
you.
River.
I'm surrounded by clubs.
Nice observation, River. Yes, you are.
All right, River. You look down, and Tomo, you do as well. And Tomo, you are able to see where the light naturally filters into the cave, and then also you are able to see the ledge in which you guys are aiming for. River, you are able to see that, but you are also able to see with your night vision a stain at the bottom, and you don't see any body at the bottom of the cave.
Were you able to retrieve the body, or was it left?
It was left.
Oh. Well, I guess we won't be alone down there.
Knowing how mimics are, there probably won't be much of a body left to go and retrieve.
She kind of looks at you with the face of exactly, because it's gone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the body is not there.
So it's like the slowest head turn.
He's probably still looking down the hole, so he probably doesn't even see you.
I also like how you just casually announced in front of this guy's co-workers, yeah, he probably got eaten after he died. It really sucks.
This is going great. Where's the rope?
All right, they set up the rope. Are you
Now
going
to the ropening.
the rope? Ah, yes, the true rope ritual.
Yes. Where you grab it with 2 hands, nice and tight.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
All right. Do you firmly grasp the rope, River?
Firmly grasp it. Actually, I'm gonna send a club down first.
You're gonna do. Oh, you're gonna send.
Like a heroic person.
Send fucking Karu down.
Karu is a higher officer. So how about this one?
You point to the red one. You.
You there.
The red one, not me.
I will need an escort.
Of course.
Which one's the red one?
Red one. What?
I don't see anything distinguishing them.
There's
The
not
only
a...
one I see.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't see anything distinguishing them. I didn't know there was a red one.
There isn't a red one.
What? 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 You literally just said.
No,
Oh, the
I,
Tomo is utterly confused. Send
I
him in
did not
first.
say a red one.
Nani?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swap.
I'm losing my mind, boys and girls.
Hang in there.
I think someone did refer to it as the red. I recall this.
Go ahead and
Who did it?
Who done it?
go ahead and look around for yourself. Ah, this
Oh
is
my
visually-
god. You are. Oh, this is a big map.
A lot of cave, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm definitely sending someone down first.
Mhm.
Oh, little Yakuza man who is unnamed.
He will approach the rope and he tests it before he climbs.
Ah, a smart one.
She is observing probably too intensely.
The rope appears to hold, and he nods, and you hear him take a breath in, and then he begins to climb. And you both do look. When you look down, you do see the safety net that was put in place as well.
And when he gets about gets close
Oh my
to
fucking god! Oh my god!
I'm assuming he
Does he,
climbs
like-
like a monkey.
Yeah, does he like fucking backflip off the rope when he gets down?
No, you guys see it. So like you're expecting him to like gingerly make his way down. But like this guy just took this rope like a fucking fireman takes a pole.
Oh.
It's like those elegant dances on that rope with the fabric. But he just does it with solid rope.
Yeah, and he has a straight face as he's like going down, 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 and descending with grace. And then once he gets to the bottom, he starts swinging on the rope so that he can get it over to the side one. And you just see him to continue with complete concentration as he swings and then jumps and has it so that the rope is now in the side room. And you see him lean out the side and give a thumbs up as he seems to be securing the rope down.
Right, well, Tomo, you're next.
Alright, here he goes.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength, athletics to climb.
Do I get any minuses because I have one hand?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a minus. I'm gonna give you a -2. It still has a class B on it, so it still kind of works.
They picked the right club for the job. Let's take the one without a hand.
Yeah. I'm putting willpower into this so that I hope to God I don't fall.
Okay.
Good shit.
You start to noodle your way down the rope, and let me roll something.
Oh, well.
Okay. You the rope creaks, and at first you're like, but then nothing happens, and you climb your way down. Go ahead and make one more roll as you approach the bottom. All right, Tomo, you successfully make it down to the bottom and join this other unnamed Yakuza dude.
Hey.
I believe he was given a name. It's
Was it?
Mitsuki.
It's Mitsu. When did we name him Mitsuki?
Angie.
I blessed him with a name.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mitsuki.
Now that I think about it, that's probably a girl's name, but
Mitsuki, everybody. And I'm gonna go ahead and give Tomo some sight as well. Doesn't get as
Let
much.
me see.
Mitsuki Gundai is his full name.
Wow.
Oh.
There you go, Tomo.
First, middle, last.
Oh. Hit me.
Righto, well, for discovery, she starts climbing down.
All right, go ahead and roll your
For-
strength
For
athletics.
science.
What am I rolling?
Your strength athletics.
Can I argue Dex?
Not in this case.
My ever-going quest has failed me.
In most other cases, I allow it, but this is a rope.
You noodling down as best you can.
You begin to slowly, gingerly noodle your way down. And the rope holds as you make your way down. Go ahead and make one more roll as you are halfway down.
It's not graceful, but it'll do.
Noodle, noodle. Noodle, noodle. Noodle, noodle. You made it. You're alive.
There is no extra heavy breathing from the respirator, and none of you can tell. Everything is fine. All right, let's proceed.
All right, and you guys approach the side entrance, and you're a good 30 feet up from the bottom, or 20 feet, around that. And you are faced with rusty, old, what seem to be prison bars.
These look familiar, don't they? Or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does this look like the cell Julia was in, or is this different?
This is the cell Julia was in.
Okay.
River's gonna take her rifle out and give one of the bars a good thunk, just to see how solid it is.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength weaponry to butt bash.
Not impressive. Nope.
Oh.
All right. You thunk it. I'm not going to say you missed. And it makes a clang, and you hear the kind of chime ring out and echo along the walls.
Oh, that's probably not good.
Yeah, Tomo just looks at you, and he's just like, the last time we were in here, we were told not to make a whole lot of noise.
Yeah, it's hindsight. That's 2020, isn't it?
Tsuki pulls out a flashlight and a gun, and he is keeping an eye out behind you.
Tomo's gun is out because now they're probably aware that they're here.
It was said in the reports that they cannot climb.
And under the breath, dinner bell. Oh boy. Alright. Another way out. It's contagious, being a club.
The stupid is contaminating you.
All right. So, you guys are here. What would you like to do?
Is there a way out of here? Why'd you tie the rope here?
So we can climb back up. He looks at you. He looks at you like this is obvious.
Well, no, wait. I need an explanation of the situation. Can we get out of the cell, or is it just an open top?
So basically, he has it so the rope is tied, so it kind of goes like this up to the top. So he's brought it into the area with you.
Okay, I need an explanation of the cell. How is this working?
The cell door is like here.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we are
And
not
this
sealed.
This is not a wall. That is a cell door.
Gotcha.
And the little circle is an open space.
Yeah.
Because what my brain was telling me is that he swung it over to this this
That he
building thing
encased
with
you in the cell.
with like an open top, and he put the rope inside.
No.
And we were just stuck in this bucket, basically.
No,
Thank you.
it's pretty much a side opening in the cave, and he swung the rope in so that you guys are able to climb back out.
Okay.
Instead of having to try and jump for the rope and then climb up.
All right. Makes much more sense. Thank you.
River's looking around. Why are we in a bucket?
What have you done?
Everyone looks at River like she's crazy.
Yeah, Mitsuki's just like, we're not in a bucket.
Mitsuki stares just like amateur hour.
The world shifts to make everyone an idiot.
Everyone's an idiot except for me.
Mitsuki's actually the more experienced of the club, but the Karu was the more social of the two.
I feel that.
So
on
we'd be
spiritual
exiting.
level.
So we'd be exiting this direction.
Yes.
All right. Well, one positive is maybe we just made a distraction. Everything's fine.
Are you guys peering over the ledge?
Yes.
Oh,
The
wait,
ledge.
no, Tori. That's a drop.
Oh shit. Yeah, we
We
are.
both die.
This is a drop. This is
this'll-
20 feet down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
This
dude,
is
let's-
the cell door.
All right. Yeah. Let's look down.
All right. You guys look down and using River as our guiding light. There you go.
Well, that's where the club was.
Actually, I can probably put something out there so you can. So this is about to get really silly, okay? I'm going to place Yakuza members so I can illuminate them.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So,
I like how
sideways
that's
Yakuza.
just the easiest spare thing you had to grab. Can
So-
you make them really tiny?
Yeah, do it.
Make a
Please.
miniature.
Make it tiny.
Sideways tiny Yakuza members.
Can I please petition that all lighting in the future is just tiny Yakuza men?
Please. Oh my god.
There we go.
He's so tiny. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and move him closer to your area. That's what you see. And Mitsuki is waiting and he's examining the metal bars. And he reaches over and opens the door.
Oh. Things easy.
Tomo's gonna keep an eye on this area still, just to make sure.
Kind I have a question of which well, which way would be faster for finding the phenomena?
I would imagine deeper. It's
I
probably
believe
going further in.
It was reported lower down. However, we might be able to check this area to see if there's any sign of it.
Fair enough, you lead.
He steps in. And you are able to see it is a dead end. But you may go ahead and roll either a perception, investigation, or I would allow a survival as well. Or anything else you'd like to argue with me.
I'll do survival.
Okay. Tom, are you looking for anything?
Actually, we're in the dark, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll do perception so I get the night vision bonus.
Okay.
He's not looking at anything in particular. He's just keeping an eye.
Was that in game or in the song?
No, that was in game.
Oh.
Tomo immediately is like, nope, that's not him. That's he's
Mitsuki turns.
Right, so I'll be dealing with this.
he turns to Mitsuki and he's just like, you're aware of what mimics do, right?
I believe it was mentioned that they copy the voices of the dead.
Yeah, they tend to repeat the last words. So, I don't know if you're on the same wavelength as me, but this is probably a mimic. That was probably a mimic.
He stares down and his gun is out. River, with your 3 survival, you are looking around this area. You see there's a couple of there seems to be a broken chair. And then also a metal one in the back, and there's a couple other random discarded items. And you do notice there is dried blood in this cell. And looking around the walls and the floor, you see the blood patches. And go ahead, sorry.
Could I do a comparison between this and the one on the... I know I'm a huge distance, but to see like if it's the same age, or if... I imagine the guy didn't hit the ground too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like, if I could compare if this is like considerably older?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an intelligence, either medical or science. I'll also allow an academics, whichever one you want.
Other science. I imagine this doesn't count as biology.
I'll allow it.
E.
Okay. River, you are able to tell that the blood in this cell is much, 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 much older than the blood down there.
Alright, so it wasn't dragged this way.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and deploy a tiny Yakuza for lighting.
I love it so much.
Tiny boy deployed.
Oh god, he's so small.
Oh my god, he's even tinier than the last one. Holy shit.
Do you know if your fallen died on impact, or was he still alive?
We thought he died on impact.
You say mimics only copy the last... Was that his voice you just heard?
He shakes his head.
Alright.
Oh.
So is there anything else to really glean from here, or is it all kind of...
Are you wanting to investigate anything closer?
There's broken chair.
There is a pieces of wood that was at once a chair, and near the back there is a metal chair about right here upon the tiny Yakuza. And you notice there are the blood patches on the wall, and hints of something that looks near the ceiling. It's hard to tell what it is with your survival roll.
For the locked door, can I do check to see either what kind of lock it is, or is it actually unlocked, or is it more broken?
It's actually unlocked.
Okay, never mind.
It is a rusted old lock.
Does anyone have a flashlight?
Mitsuki hands you his.
I shall kind of point it, pull up her night vision, point flashlight, and put on her scope, a little monocular.
Okay.
Get a more high def image instead of the fuzzy
And
night vision.
go ahead and move yourself to where you're looking. And is it the chair or the ceiling? What are you looking at?
The ceiling.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me either a wits investigation, wits science, or wits academics, or a perception.
Do with science.
Okay.
Biology in this?
No.
Any bonuses scope or probably not?
I'll allow a +2 bonus for scope.
That's a 3.
All right. You notice on the ceiling, it's almost it looks like it's molding for one. but you notice it's very thin. It's very thin, barely even developed, which is usually a sign of a lot of moisture in the air. Further to be a lot of moisture in the air, there would need to be some sort of sign of water down here.
Some kind of underground river or something.
But your science also notes that with how these walls are made, and like there's some areas where like some foliage is sort of coming through, like some bits of plant that it seemed like that would be particularly a bad place, or in general this area, because there's a lot of materials that would kind of absorb and keep spores. And so staying in here for a long time could be relatively toxic.
How high up is it?
The ceiling? The ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. About 10 feet. It's a pretty low ceiling.
You said the chair is broken?
No, the metal chair is not. There's a wooden chair and a metal chair.
She's going to pull out her stuff and gather a sample from up the chair.
All right. And because you're so freakishly tall, you can.
Ah, yeah.
All right. +1 sample.
1 down. Alright, we found one thing. We'll see if it has any relation to blood soil. Most likely not, but better safe than sorry. Oh, I've moved Tomo.
That's okay.
I have the power to move Tomo.
I can't believe it. Well, technically, they wanted you down here with me accompanying you, so technically you have the authority. Even when I have a higher rank, it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck it, whatever.
Mitsuki begins to secure a separate rope.
River will go on a long grumble about how she should be super high rank, but...
So at this time I need to roll something. Alright. I have to roll one more time. You guys see Karu begin to descend from the top, and the other Yakuza that was outside is now watching the rope. And yeah, he climbs down and joins you guys. I will give him his. Alright. Well, I can't. Why isn't he? Karu. Where are you?
Because he doesn't want to go down.
Oh, there he is.
He won't do it.
He's too much of a bitch.
Karu
He just talks.
climbs down and nods to you guys.
Took your time.
Figured you could use the help.
Any ideas how to descend this next 20 feet?
As you say that, Mitsuki finishes tying the secondary rope.
Right.
I love how this session is just, how are we doing this? Thing's already done. Oh.
Nice.
How are we doing this? Mitsuki's already done it.
River sasses the clubs. The clubs are actually efficient. River is displeased.
River doesn't
dare
like
you.
Mitsuki. He's actually efficient. So
How
she
dare
both
you.
loves and hates it.
How dare you be good at your job?
It was so easy to make Karu look like an idiot, but Mitsuki doesn't say anything.
Tomo's gonna look at Karu and just be like, do you, by chance, have any weapons that aren't involving bullets? Do you have any of those on you?
He pulls out a knife.
Do you have extras? Because I only have guns on me at the moment.
He hands the knife over to you. We have silencers.
Okay. he takes the knife and continues watching over this fucking the down below whatever. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes, the down below whatever.
Look, fucking, you know.
While they're exchanging knife secrets, River will start climbing down the rope.
Knife secrets.
Knife secrets, everybody.
She's still doing her wiggle thing very, very slow.
Wait, you're going. Wait, we're
Like an inchworm.
Hold up, you're going down?
Down
She's
the
going
rope.
down.
Oh shit, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Not right.
Right. Alright. You begin to descend. Go ahead and roll one more time.
I'm halfway down, right?
Yeah.
Well, even yeah, if you fall right now, it wouldn't be that bad for you.
It'd
I
be,
mean,
like,
No,
3
especially
feet.
since she's such a
yeah, you're a fucking
absolute
freak.
unit.
You're a fucking freak. You're a freak.
Well, she climbed down better than she was otherwise.
You've done it. I will roll for Mitsuki. Ah, yes. Putting everyone to shame. As he always does. Alright. Both Karu and Mitsuki are down.
All right, let's get it, lads.
1 second, I need you to play another tiny Yakuza.
Strength athletics to get down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for fuck's sake, Skype is being a total shit and blocking the text box for me to type in.
I thought Mitsuki gave off a light aura.
Mitsuki's darkened, so
Mitsuki, you're light.
he only
Well-
generates darkness.
Well,
Mitsuki, no! Alright,
well,
Tomo,
this is a great start, lads.
you're going to move and you lose grip. And you fall. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll a res comp not to yell while falling.
It's the worst fucking thing. I hate my luck.
Was the 6 to 10 not to yell?
Yeah.
Okay. You do not yell while falling, and I will go ahead and roll.
River will dumbly try to catch.
Alright, you may go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Unless it looks like
Probably Mitsuki's
Karu is
already
making
on.
a move for it.
Probably Mitsuki's already on it. The man's a fucking. He's on point.
No, Mitsuki's over there. He left.
Oh well, shit, Karu,
He
you better have my
abandoned
back.
you.
Go ahead. I'm gonna need you to roll an intelligence empathy to read Karu's actions.
Me or River? Because I don't
River,
really think
you're
I
falling,
can.
Tomo.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
One. Is he like at least like his hands coming out a little bit?
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of like slowly turning like, huh? And you're like, in your head, you think, this is why the guy fell to his death. It's because your reaction time is so bad.
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
he's not
no.
gonna get it? Well, I guess she's going to make an effort.
Well, hopefully I don't kill you.
Guardians Rural, everyone.
You better not.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll, in this case, to catch him before he hits the ground, I'm gonna need you to roll a Dex Athletics.
Oh, Dex, I'll take it.
Oh, hey, you might actually be able to do it.
This is a combo roll. So. Alright,
Hey.
you have caught him. Now roll a Strength Athletics to see if gravity catches you.
It does.
Alright. You got him. You're like, yeah! And then you both hit the ground. Karu does too, because he tried to help and he failed.
Karu, this is why Mitsuki looks so good. It's by comparison.
Your failure, Karu.
Why did Yao hire you?
Trying.
Just start shitting on Karu.
He's not even a club, he's just a heart.
You all hit the ground. I will go ahead and roll the damage and divide it by 3 for all 3 of you.
Mm.
It's not a lot. It was a small fall. But it can't be 0 successes. Someone's taking damage.
Honestly, if anybody's taking it, I feel like it should be the guy who failed to fucking climb down in the first place.
I know, but they padded your fall.
Listen,
Or at least River did. Kara missed.
let me be a human shield, damn it.
Nope.
Fuck.
Okay. That's more like it. All right. All of you take 1 bashing.
It's not so bad.
As she's brushing herself off. Mind your grip in the future.
Try climbing down a rope with one hand and talk and tell me that again.
Back at you all and puts her fingers to his lips.
He will immediately stop talking. He's been down here before. He knows what the fuck is gonna happen.
Let's try to be as quiet as possible. Kara says.
Yeah. Sorry.
Second, let me roll something. Alright.
I've realized I have a power. I'm not going to abuse this power, but I've realized I have a power.
What is your power?
That I can control the minds of tiny Yakuza boys.
You can.
This is too much power.
Thank you
No,
for not
not-
abusing it.
Not one man should have this much power.
It's just I accidentally played the wrong one. There we go.
I'm fallen. I need some help down here. Please.
Can I roll to see if I recognize that voice at all?
Go for it.
Okay. I imagine it's memory, right?
Yep, that is an intelligence composure.
Cool.
That voice is not familiar.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna roll, because I'm curious.
Fucking try and one-up me.
What's the roll?
Intelligence
That is an
composure.
Intelligence composure.
I mean, River's gonna roll it, but she doesn't know anyone in Carsville, so...
River's just like, I know who it is. Who is it, River? I don't
Aha!
know.
If I knew them, I would know that voice, maybe.
River, exactly. If you knew this person, you think you'd know that voice, but you do not recognize that voice. You can tell it has an American accent.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who that is.
So he pauses and waits for you, and then you see Inky. Who all was down in the mimic caves? I believe the team went through as everyone at one point, right? Yeah. Was it ever mapped out officially on paper? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just wanted to check.
River's gonna take a sample of the Yakuza's blood.
Alright, you take a sample. And I'm gonna assume that's not of Misuki's blood.
She just cracks him over the head with her rifle and starts taking samples.
Slorp.
Carter's just like, what the fuck?
This is science. This is what science looks like.
This is what happens when we drop 3 clubs and a spade into a hole. The spade just starts killing the clubs.
Oh.
Put the spade in its natural habitat.
The spade's gone ballistic. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Spades are like chickens. When they see blood, they go mad.
Looks at Henderson.
Technically, yes, because morphine, but
Ha 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 ha. Alright. What are y'all doing then?
I see an arrow right there.
Yes.
Tomoe was with her when they went to go get Julia, right? Because
Yes.
I don't think I was there for that, but I don't know if Tomoe was.
I believe he was autopiloted.
Okay, so yeah, he would have known about the arrows on the walls, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a sign to be like, hey, that's just how we got back.
Yeah,
neat.
it's you recall that it is a sign to let people know which direction is out.
Do they lead to this exit or the other one?
It looks like it's pointing towards your exit.
I was checking to see if it didn't continue down this way or something.
You can move yourself.
Well, Tomo would know too.
You do not see any signs.
You can roll if you want, River,
You
Or
may
what?
go.
to see if there's stuff down there.
Oh, perception.
Yeah.
There it is. I see things.
Oh, well, shit.
Now I have to deposit a time.
Well, I didn't know. I thought, I didn't know if you were looking down there or not. I was just... fucking... Shut up.
Hang in there, Nick.
Words are not my strong suit tonight.
Same. River, you look down that long stretch, and you're able to tell it's very narrow, very confined. And you do not see anything in it. However, with your critical success, for a moment the sun is blotted out and you don't know how that's happened because there's not really even sunlight in here. But the sun is blotted out, and you know it is, because an eagle flies overhead. You don't see it, but you know, you can feel its presence. And so you are able to tell, just by the way the sound is bouncing off the walls, this area, and I'll go ahead and point, seems to go off for a long way. But also, with your perception, and you notice, Mitsuki seems to notice it too, up ahead, in the darkness, there are 2 dots. 2 white dots. Unfortunately, it's in the darkness, so it won't actually show them.
Now, do mimics respond to anything as in a trigger for their aggression? Will they remain passive if you
Hey, I'm sorry.
remain quiet, out of sight?
Please.
How do they work?
Yeah, is River saying this?
Yes.
Seems to be if you're quiet, you don't notice you right away. Sure, if you get close to them enough, I'd imagine they know you're there as well. Just being quiet is probably the best thing we can do right now.
I have a feeling that at least one of them is already aware we're here.
Can I roll to remember the best protocol to deal with these right now?
Mhm.
Like in this scenario?
Go ahead and roll a memory. Chalma, you remember when you guys came in here, the mimics were asleep because it was daytime. So staying quiet meant that they wouldn't wake up. The problem was that if one woke up, you needed to kill it fast or it would wake the others up.
Hmm. Yeah, he would relay that then. He'd just be like, when I was in here last, they were all asleep, and so we just needed to keep them quiet. We needed to keep quiet, and if they, for some reason, woke up, we needed to kill the one that was awake fast, or else it would start to wake everybody else up.
Well, you see that ahead, don't you?
No.
Looks Did she say that to Tomo?
Yes.
looks down the hallway. No. I imagine it's a mimic, though, right?
Oh yeah, River has night vision. Does she see any more of that?
I can go ahead and deposit a tiny Yakuza for you.
He's just an unarmed boy.
And while you guys are talking, Mitsuki takes the shots.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, this guy's rolls. He's like the Abner, only if it was for killing. Alright. And you guys hear that the silencer muffles a good amount of the sound, and it's more of a quiet thunk. And you see, yes, let's go by real life standards in this very real game. And you see the eyes kind of reel up towards the ceiling. And you see it kind of fall backwards, River. You see it is still moving, though.
he just turns over to Mitsuki and he's just like, is it dead?
I can't see it.
It's still moving.
Should we go after it?
He walks up, points at it while it's on the ground, shoots again.
Well, that solves that. That answers that question.
River will poke it with her nose of her rifle, see if it's moving or alive or not.
After he shoots it and it's on the ground, it does not appear to be moving anymore.
She's double checking for sure before she grabs it and drags it back.
You drag it. You do notice that this is a small mimic. You haven't seen a lot of them for reference, but Tomo, you can tell that this is definitely a small mimic in comparison to some of the others you've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, she's dragging it back here. She doesn't want to mess with the blood sample.
You drag the mimic back.
Can I collect a blood sample?
All right, you collect a blood sample. Go ahead and add that to your inventory. I'm gonna start getting rid of your tiny Yakuzas.
Before she heads up, she's gonna look up at the top of the hole. Does she see anyone?
Yep, you see one of your guys looking back down.
She's pointing at the body, trying to signal without saying much or being loud to collect it.
You point at the body. He stares. Go ahead and roll a presence expression.
Oh boy. Which she does not have. She wants his body. Oh, hey. She managed.
All right, you with a lot of very aggressive hand gestures.
Mouthing loudly, I want this. But she has a respirator, so no one could tell.
Your eyes seem to tell as he looks at you, and he looks at the mimic, then he looks at you, and he looks at the mimic. And he starts to climb down.
Alright, with that done, she'll progress on. She's got her science project for later. I'll carry on.
Alright. You all begin to move again. Go ahead and please roll a dex stealth for me if you're trying to be quiet.
I'll try. damn it.
Karu.
Karu is just the fucking disappointment of this group, I swear.
He's
like
trying.
he's the one
Karu
who's
was sent here to die.
he's the one who's consistently fucking up while Mitsuki's carrying all of us.
You all are. You're stealthing rudimentarily. River seems to be the quietest of all of you, and Karu is he's walking, but then every now and then he might accidentally hit a pebble or something and look back, and you see he makes a face of, oh.
You like stop at any point.
Whenever he makes a noise, he stops and makes a face.
When he fucking turns every time he does it, Tomo just does like the hand motion like of just keep going.
He's sneaking, but his shoes are making the new squeak noise.
Oh my god.
He's so well dressed.
No, it's like the fucking squeaky boots episode from SpongeBob.
They're not that squeaky. It's just that nice
Listen.
leather sound.
Listen. Squeaky boots.
No. It's a crit fail. No, it's like that nice, like, you know, when you have like a good leather shoe and or like a leather glove and you flex, it makes that noise, the really satisfying leather creak. That's his shoes. He's just walking ASMR.
They're not
Oh my
broken in
God.
yet, so they just keep going.
You can hear
What
how
a
new
way
and
to-
expensive they are.
Yeah, what a new way to break them in, Jesus. Go into a fucking murder hole.
Oh god, I shrunk Mitsuki.
Tsukino, you're the one we need.
No, the one our team carry. Our free W's gone, boys.
Or free W.
You're 1-0, we need you.
We can't get the victory royale now.
The guy behind you descends and picks up the mimic body.
And now has to figure out how to bring it back up by himself.
Yep, he's looking at it, and he makes a really, like, oh no faces. He looks at his nice suit and then puts the mimic over his shoulder. And you see him pull a face of, oh. And then he begins to ascend, actually, pretty damn well, with the mimic in tow.
Yes, good. Well, my mission's accomplished. River's separate side mission.
Your side quest is complete.
She wanted a mimic.
Mimic acquired.
A safari hunt, except they don't come back.
I'm gonna actually, River, since you have a higher view, I'm gonna make it so you can see more.
Hey.
There you go. Move you around. What? Yeah, that's pretty good.
I just got super spooked by that mimic down there. I seriously thought there was one following us, and I was I like slightly panicked a little.
Go ahead and roll a perception, please.
Okay.
Both of us?
Yes.
I just rolled. You did.
All right, Tomo, you hear the not at all stealthy creak of Karu's new shoes. River, with your 4 successes, you walk in here, and with your night vision, you are able to. I'm gonna give you a little bit more here. There you go. You are able to see that this seems to be a large, expansive room. You hear running water distantly, like a creek or something like that. And you notice that the dirt here is very stirred up. You don't hear anything presently as far as movement, except for Karu's squeaky new boots.
Just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and just, Karu, maybe I should lead.
Karu's in back.
Oh, you have him up in front.
No,
Oh
that's
no, you're right. You're right. That's
Mitsuki.
Mitsuki. That's Mitsuki. Okay.
Well, then how is he
Never-
turning around and giving us faces? Is he walking
Never
backwards?
mind.
What?
Yeah. Who's he giving faces
Yeah,
to?
who's he giving faces to?
Who, Karu?
Yeah, because he's in the
If you
back.
look-
No, it's just whenever he makes a noise, he makes a face. Like, you know when you're trying to be quiet and your parents are asleep, but then you accidentally kick like a bowl or something and you make a face like you're not in pain, but you're like,
Oh,
please
I
don't
thought-
hurt that.
Here, I thought he was like turning around and making a face. I'm like, why?
No, he's making a face as in like, way to go, Karu.
Is Mitsuki doing a good job? Our carry boy?
You're able to tell with your stealth that no one's doing a fantastic job. Or with your perception, I should say.
That all of us are bad.
Status bad.
Bad.
However, with that noticing, you River can try and convince everyone to get their shit together and try again.
She's just like,
Hmm.
this isn't working. I could hear us from a mile away. We are a mess.
Karu mouths, I'm sorry.
You should be.
God damn! This poor guy's just trying to do his job.
Everyone may go ahead and reroll their stealth thanks to River being introspective.
Can I argue that since River called us out on our shit that we get a +1?
No. She
Damn.
allowed you the chance to realize how bad you are.
Now watch
Well-
me actually do worse.
Yeah, I did worse.
Okay, I'm a little better.
Your good friend Mitsuki might disappear into the night here.
Uh-oh.
Or are you gonna do us proud?
He's gonna try. Hey!
I'm the fuck up this time.
Oh! Karu nods, and you see as he looks down. And he slips his shoes off, and he puts a little soft cushioning in them. Puts them back on. And as he walks, he is silent.
It's like takes a little napkin and puts it on.
Yes. He takes out the napkin from like his suit.
Oh, yeah.
With handkerchief.
Handkerchief,
puts it in. And now he is silent. In fact, he is so quiet you can't even hear him breathing.
Well, look who's the fuck up, lads. It's me.
Tomo, you kick a rock and make a face.
Karu, you're Tomo
Can I-
now. Tomo, you're Karu.
Can I like argue that since he just fucking noticed that Karu was doing this, and that was the reason why River was telling everybody to fucking get our shits together? Like, can I argue that I can re-roll again?
No.
Fuck.
Or can you see Karu do that and do the same thing?
What handkerchief am I gonna pull out of my suit
I
pocket?
just
River?
imagine you take off your shoe, put a rubber ducky in it, and then
That's the worst. No. The worst.
okay, sorry, I'm
The
sorry.
mim-
Well,
yes,
you have one
I'll
clip.
con-
You
I'll
have
Yes, I'll confuse the mimics before they kill me.
you have one clip of sniper ammo you can put in your shoes.
I ain't. No. I'll just fucking die, I guess.
All right, Tomo, you are not stealthy at all.
Well, as expected.
All right, you guys can go ahead and move yourselves. No, it wasn't a crit fail, Tomo. It just means you're not
No.
stealthy. Second, I'm
Hey.
removing your tiny Yakuza privileges.
Oh, I wasn't abusing them.
What? No. I'm just saying you guys don't get light behind you when you're not looking.
Oh.
I just assumed Mitsuki was deploying them. That he just creates tiny yakuza.
He
men
just
to do stuff.
shoots out tiny Yakuza men out of his gun.
Pew pew pew. Small
Just-
army.
They just stick to the fucking walls.
Yes, that's exactly what he does.
Imagine they just crawled out of his pocket and took like a little salute as they hit the ground.
he just reaches into his pocket and like tosses them like he would fucking like dice.
They stay where they land.
Oh my god.
God damn it. All right. What direction are you all heading?
Which direction are the groups?
They seem to be waiting for Tomo.
What? All right. Memory.
All right, go ahead.
Do I know where the growths are? Well, no, I wouldn't. Where exactly were they told to go?
You were told to locate the growths.
Okay. Do I remember seeing any? That'll be my memory, actually. Yeah, I'll remember if there were any like that, I suppose.
All right, go ahead and roll a intelligence composure. You don't recall any growths, Tomo. You feel like if you saw any, you would have noted that. You recall the mine entrance, which you think was this general direction.
Well, he is just gonna go the opposite direction of where the arrows are telling him to go.
All right.
Oh, but there's 2 sets of them. Shit. Alright, well, fuck. Good shout, lads. Here we go. Let's go.
All right. And it's at this point, River, with your night vision, you notice something on the wall.
Going back up, please.
You notice, and you can go ahead and roll an intelligence science.
Biology? Biology?
Sure.
Maybe.
Alright, what did you... Okay. River, you are able to identify this as the growths. You notice that they are red, and they have very much a mold-like texture to them as they're coming out of cracks in the walls.
Similar at all to the mold before?
Similar, yes. And they have a sort of fungal-like quality.
Quick question. Did we all get Did all of us get respirators?
Yes, Mitsuki and Karu also have them.
Okay, good.
Does it resemble the blood soil sample she already has?
She saw
quite a bit in the mansion.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence composure. I'll give you +2. Okay. No, this is completely different. Not completely. It has a very similar hue, but it is not at all blood. It is definitely fungus of some sort, or mold. It is a red mold.
Something new, something different. Still gather it. Little samples.
All right, you begin to gather it. And it's how much are you planning on gathering it?
She's just scraping off a tiny bit.
All right, go ahead and roll a. I'm gonna go ahead and have you do a wits stealth to try and do this quietly.
She's really just going for a couple surface flakes. Oh, did it just go off again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's quiet on mine.
Check your sound volume.
It's up to full.
Oh, I don't know.
Mhm.
The
Maybe I
first,
just had the music up too high.
All right. You are able to start scraping quietly. Tomoe, what are you doing?
Well, waiting for River to be done with whatever she's doing.
Are there any, like, large growths? Bulbous, or is it more just fungus?
It's more area it's covering than it is mass. It's pretty much taking this wall to the ceiling.
She'll draw a vague chalk outline around where it is right now.
All right.
Just on the sides and see if they come down again, if it's expanded at all.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
When?
Hmm?
1.
All right. You actually notice there seems to be some on the ceiling as well.
Yeah, she's just doing lengthways, kind of the where she can reach.
Okay.
She's just gonna kind of base it out, not super complicated, but just to see if she comes by again.
Mitsuki shines his flashlight down the hall.
Am I able to request that science kid has a ruler or not? Or tape measure of some sort?
I would say no.
Dang, I should have brought one.
Oh, sorry, I moved your blood.
I moved your blood out of your body. You're now dead.
Dead.
Well, I guess what she'll do is, the old standard, just kind of walk heel to toe, write down how many times, and then she'll compare that, or actually, like, measure out that much at home.
All right. You may do that. So go ahead and start rolling your intelligence science. Tomoe, what are you doing?
I suppose looking around to see if any friendly boys are about.
All right. You may do that.
You just want me to roll perception?
Yep, go for it.
All right. Oh, hi. That actually startled me a little bit. Hi, friends.
All right, Tomo, you see one right here.
Just that one?
Well, yeah, you're facing it.
Okay. Well, hey ho, everybody! Time to kill. He's gonna try and do the same thing that he did with the ones down here earlier, and try and like strangle it.
All right. Go ahead and roll a strength brawl to try and strangle it.
All
Its
right.
defense is 2.
Okay. Does my specialty in fisticuffs do anything?
Sure. Yeah, +1.
Hey, look at that.
It looks back at you, Tomo. You have established your hands on its neck. Go ahead and roll a strength athletics to begin the strangle.
All right. Oh.
You, Tomo, you begin to tighten your hands around its neck, and you feel the pressure as you push against it. And it opens its mouth as if it was going to make a noise, but then air comes out as you cut off its airway.
Nice.
Go ahead, everyone, and roll initiative, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn it, I thought I got
Oh. Okay, River. I'm
She's
I'm
busy.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Alright. Let me...
Which one's that? Oh my god, which one's that?
Alright.
Which one's it says that's not coming from mine. That's not coming from mine, is it?
It is not.
Okay, that's unsettling.
Come on, Yakuza boys.
I'm rolling for them.
Karu, prove your worth.
Karu, show
Oh,
us
God.
what you got.
I rolled a 9.
You can do this, Karu.
I'm sorry to break it to you, buddy.
But you can't do this.
You can do it, Karu. I believe in you. You believed in the wrong person.
The universe, like, on his shoulder, he can't do this.
Yeah, just like... You can do it, Karu. He cannot do this.
It will not be done.
It's like the just the universal narrator.
Alright, let me see. River with 7. Tomoe 12. 1, 2, 10. You guys ready for Karu's amazing initiative?
Sure. Is he dead last?
No, just barely. Alright.
I expected more from you, Mitsuki.
What a fucking lad.
A small mimic sneaks up behind Karu. And it yells off, just as it pounces on him. We'll go ahead and roll. It gets flank. And it is now on his back. Tomo, you are facing away from it, but you can hear him just panic a little bit, and I have to roll to see if he yells.
Oh dear God. Karu, don't fuck up again, for the love of God.
You hear him catch himself as he more of grunts, as you hear the sickening wet sound of teeth meeting skin.
Ugh.
Your turn, Tomo. You're strangling the life out of this thing.
Let's fucking finish the job.
Alright, go ahead and continue. You may roll a strength brawl. You've already established the strangulation.
Strangulation? Yes. Time to die.
Oh my god. Tomo, you tighten your hands even harder. And you feel it's like you can feel the windpipe, and you press your thumbs against it.
I love how the only time I'm good at my rolls is when I'm murdering something.
And you continue to press, and you press, and you press until it caves in. And there's a nice little...
Well, that's that.
And it is wheezing. It is not dead, but it is not moving either.
Well, I did my job.
Are you still alive?
Mitsuki goes to stab the fuck out of this thing.
Way to
Wait,
go,
he doesn't-
Mitsuki.
He doesn't have his knife.
Oh,
He reaches for it, it's like, huh.
Mitsuki pistol whips.
Like the Until Dawn flashback when you fricked up.
Yeah.
oh, wait, no, not that one. I just got a flashback of the one I fucking laughed at every time.
All right. He pistol whips the mimic, but the mimic does not let go of Karu. Mimic 2 is super fucking dead, or more of it wheezes. Karu is getting eaten.
Oh,
Karu
Stop
tries
being
to,
eaten, Karu.
Karu tries to pull it off of his back.
this poor guy, Jesus. This whole session has
Trying.
been nothing but, like, him just getting fucked.
Remember, guys, if you're ever having a bad session, remember you're not Karu.
Yeah, at least we're not Karu.
Moment when you have to re-roll against yourself. Oh my god.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh my god.
You just crit fail.
Karu tries to reach for it to pull it off, and he gets a hold of it. He's trying to pull, but it is not letting go. It is sunken so deep into the back of his, like, where his neck connects to his back, and it's just sunken its teeth in.
Good God.
And it is not letting go like a goddamn lamprey. River, you are doing your science thing. You may add one more round to your science thing. Ding!
Ding.
What was your successes before?
4.
All right. It'll only take you 2 more of these to have your samples completely collected.
Alright.
Mimic 1 is here like a lamprey. It continues to dig. It is now determined to wear Karu like a suit.
Oh dear.
It has contact. And at this point, Tomo, have you turned to face Karu?
Real quick, he's gonna try and, like, crush this thing's head with his boot. Just to
Oh.
make sure it's dead.
All right,
How about the live sample?
you may curb stomp it, Tomo. Go
Well,
ahead.
okay. Well, if River is around to tell him, he won't. But unless you stop him right now, he's not going to.
Does River notice what's going on?
Yeah.
Because she's
He's probably got his boot raised.
it's probably a frantic look between what she's doing and the mimic. Just kind of a quiet. Oh, wait.
Can I hear that?
Yeah,
I
you can
want
hear it.
that.
Okay, he, like, his boot's probably, like, hovered over its head, and he's just like, fine,
Live sample.
fine. Goes, removes boot, comes over. We'll try and... Okay, so what part of this mimic is stuck into Karu? Its mouth?
And its claws.
Okay, well, let's try and pull it off. Like, let's try and be gentle.
How
So that
are
I
you
don't-
going to try and gently pull it off?
Well, I don't really think there is a gentle way to do this. So, sorry, Karu.
Like a band-aid.
Yeah, sorry, Karu. It is going to be real fast, and it's going to hurt like a bitch, but don't be a bitch.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength brawl to make contact.
Fisticuffs count?
Yep.
Nice. Well...
The universe wants Karu to die.
yeah,
Tomo?
I guess so.
You begin to go to grab it, and as you do, Karu stumbles away as he's trying to get it off on his own terms, and it's not working. And Mitsuki sees what you're going for, and he has literally no angles in which he can try and shoot this thing. And so he tries to go for another pistol whip. And he smacks it in the face. A good solid sturdy clunk. and it removes its claws, but its mouth is still locked.
Poor man.
As pretty much Masuki is repeatedly smacking this thing in the face with the butt end of his gun.
Fucking, after this whole thing, Tomo's just gonna give the knife back to him, like, you might need that.
You see, wow, this, oh my god. Okay. Tomo, in the strangest thing you've ever seen, you see the strangest sense of serenity come over Karu's face. Like he goes from panic to just business.
What
Because I've rolled 7 successes.
the fuck?
Like
And he
that
takes-
glitch where the expression just back.
And he takes out his knife, and he reaches behind him and puts it on the other underside of the mimic's chin.
Oh my god.
And he goes for a slicey.
I went from being concerned about Karu to being a different kind of concerned about Karu.
I went from concerned to concerned.
It's like a click, like he was like, it's more of like, I have a knife.
I can see, I can fight.
Yeah. And he does a slice on it. And I need to roll to see if he gets it off of him. Oh, oops. It stays on, but you watch Tomo as, even though it doesn't have pupils, you see it kind of loll around and then go limp with its teeth still sunk into his back. As the bottom of its neck is bleeding. Ding ding, River, you have gotten another round. 1 more to go. Mimic 1 is unconscious.
River?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Um,
What's happening? Oh, it's me. What the fuck? Never mind. Alright.
Tomo, what would you like to do?
Why'd that mimic move?
Does,
Oh. Do you not see its nameplate?
No, I don't.
Oh, it says dying.
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure everyone can see it, but no one can see it, so I'll just
Oh,
delete
no,
it.
wait. Don't die, I need.
It's dying. It can't breathe.
No, stop.
stop being able to not breathe.
You
Sorry.
hear it wheezing, and it's progressively getting weaker and weaker. Toma, what would you like to do? Mizuku has a limp mimic hanging from his back by its teeth.
Tomo's just gonna take out that knife and attempt to stab it.
Okay.
It sounds like a really bad idea, but we're gonna try.
You're
Well,
gonna- Well, it's not
actually-
moving, so you can have a +2.
well, hold up. I'm just gonna pull it off, because if I fail, I'm gonna stab Karu. So, we're just gonna yank it off.
Okay. How are you going about this? Just pull?
Yeah, like I was trying to do earlier, like a fucking band-aid. It's gotta go.
Okay. Go ahead and pull. That'll be your strength athletics.
Okay. Just ignore that one. Just stop session. Just stop the session right here. Just stop it. Just stop the session right here. It's just cut the VOD.
Have you ever killed a man with another
Yeah,
monster?
have I ever beat somebody to death with a fucking monster? Because that's what's happening right now.
Tomo, you try and pull it off, but it doesn't work, and you end up pushing it inwards.
Oh, god damn it.
And it doesn't do damage. In fact, by doing this, you have provided a better angle for Mitsuki to try and make it so the jaws aren't latched onto Karu's back. And so
Well,
he goes over.
I guess I did it good. I guess.
goes over and he tries to pry the mouth open.
You're our gold boy.
Oh my... The jaw does not open.
Suki.
Good lord.
He's making a face, and then he looks
Started
up
up
at
so
you
high, you
and
have so
holds his
far to
hand
fall.
out for his knife.
Tomo will hand it over, like, immediately. Like, you need this more than I do.
While you are doing this, Karu is trying to carve its face off so he can just carve the mouth out.
Jeez.
Good lord, this guy...
He wants
this
it
is a
off.
That's
So
one way to
fucking-
do it, I
This
guess.
is a fucking disaster. I don't understand.
He's just gone into a zen panic state.
Do what you do best.
He's in so much pain that he just... He begins carving.
If he fucking dies this session, I'm gonna lose my shit. That's gonna be really funny.
River, sample complete.
Next round, she's gonna run over to the mimic, see if she can set the neck in a way where it can breathe.
Well, you can start heading over there now. Tomo, you step away as Karu's knife is back there.
Jesus. Is there enough, like, carved into it to where I could attempt to, like, tear it so that it just goes the rest of the way?
Not currently, but
Okay.
it looks like that is a potential possibility.
Okay. Since he does not have knife anymore, there's not much he can really do except see if this works, and if not, then just it's gonna have to come off.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So you're waiting?
Yeah. So he's gonna wait and see if Kato can actually get it off with that method.
Alright.
And if he can't, then it's just alright, well then we're just gonna fucking tear it off then, buddy.
Mitsuki waits because he doesn't want to get stabbed.
There's two types of people in this world.
Karu continues his carving. It is still on him. I need to roll to make sure he's still okay. Oh, or I could just roll the incorrect thing. Okay, he's still somewhat keeping his composure. His Zen state is giving way where his eyebrows are slightly creased, and he's really wanting this mimic off his back now.
It was cool for the first couple rounds, but not funny anymore, guys.
Go ahead, River.
She's taking off her contaminated gloves, putting in a little baggie, and then 'cause she doesn't want to contaminate her sample,
Mm-hmm.
she'll attempt to set the neck. And
Alright.
just enough to breathe.
Alright, River, go ahead and roll an intelligence medical. Before you do this. You note that the windpipe is shattered.
Ew.
You would need to put something in the throat to work as a windpipe.
Sorry, not sorry, River.
Looks through her science kit. Beakers sometimes have like the straw-like thing, I think.
They do sometimes. Like the glass straw.
Is there an unused knife?
An unused knife.
Do it. She says to them.
Tsuki
mean,
looks
it's-
over. And
seem
Tsuki looks at Karu.
And she has a scalpel, I think, in her head. That's what she's been scraping things at. She's not gonna be happy.
Alright, go ahead and roll a Dex medical. You begin cutting. This is kind of sketchy. But it's not dead yet, so you think you're doing pretty well. Tomo, its face is still on. He can't see where he's cutting, so sometimes he just misses and cuts it.
Well, we're gonna try and just tear it off now. I'm sorry, Karu, but it's not working, buddy.
Alright, go ahead and roll your strength brawl to make contact. You have made contact.
Nice.
And you may roll your strength athletics. Or strength brawl again, whichever is better for you, to pull the thing off of his back.
We're gonna do athletics because he's gonna do it in a way that's not gonna just, like, fucking destroy him.
Alright. You pull it off, and because of pulling straight out, the teeth do tear on their way out, dealing one lethal.
Yeesh.
But most of it was already cut, and so it comes out pretty decently. However, I have to roll to make sure Karu doesn't scream.
Don't scream. Don't scream.
You hear him whimper quietly.
Good.
And then you see him stumble for a second. The Mitsuki kind of catches him so he doesn't fall over. And he doesn't look so hot. His back's pretty torn up.
You don't happen to have medical supplies in there, do you, River?
I have a first aid kit. Bring him over.
Perhaps we should do this once we are out of the cave.
Is he in the state to be able to climb up the rope?
We can carry him.
Do you believe you can?
Mitsuki supports Karu.
She's finishing up what she's doing here.
This thing's dead. Alright, go ahead and roll again, River. Mitsuki points over in this direction. The growth seems to continue down that corridor.
I collected my samples. Did they want us to record how far it goes? I'd like to see if this has any relation to blood soil. It doesn't appear to be the same substance.
Nods. Wait, you want to look more down that direction?
I have what I need now.
Nods. River, you have managed to cut a hole in its throat so that it is able to get breath. And you are stabilizing it with a glass straw. The mimic is unable to move, but it is alive.
Tomoe, my boy, would you be willing to help me?
My boy.
This is what all true clubs strive for. Yeah, he comes over.
I have it stabilized, try to hold straight so it doesn't shove the straw all the way in.
Alright.
You have it like taped to its throat.
He'll do that. You have to, like, roll.
To pick it up.
Whatever River wanted to do with it. Wanted me to do with it.
Bring it home.
Oh, we're leaving?
I got what I need.
We have the samples.
Alright, well, I okay. Then, yeah, I'll try and pick it up and make sure it doesn't fucking die.
River will snap a picture of the growths as well. I imagine that was probably what her science turned. Getting those close-ups.
Alright. You may roll a strength athletics to pick this up, Tomo.
Alright.
Alright, you have +1 mimic.
Nice.
And you guys start to make your way up. That's an arrow. You guys start to make your way back. Whoever would like to, go ahead and select everyone and drag them. I'll give you control over the mimic. Okay, go ahead.
Away! Away we go. Could I just take us all the way up?
To the front, yeah. Where are you going?
I don't know. It's not letting me go any further. I don't know if my thing's just lagging out or not.
Well, you're going down the wrong area for one.
Are we? Oh, is it actually not letting us pass the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains. I was just trying to zip through that.
You guys get back to the rope. Mitsuki tries to pick up Karu and climb. And he is slowly inching his way up. The other guy's at the top. You see there's a mimic, like, arm hanging over the edge. Alright. They get to the top. And then the guy at the top checks the rope again. He signals you guys to stop so he can check it. Gives a thumbs up.
Alright. Guess I will go next.
Alright, you are -2 due to carrying someone. Unless you have
Okay.
strong back.
I do not. Is it
River's casually positioning underneath him in case he falls.
is it strength athletics? Or
It is strength athletics -2 because you're hook hand, so -4 total.
Oh my god.
Okay, River seems to keep forgetting your prosthetic is
All
is
right,
not a real hand.
yeah, we're putting willpower into this.
You begin to snail pace your way up. Go ahead and roll again.
Duh. More willpower, my last one.
Alright, you make it to the top. With Mimic. And you guys can go ahead and add your... I'm assuming you're bringing it back to the house? Or are you taking it?
Taking it back to the house, I'll go in her lab.
Please put the Mimic in your house inventory.
live and dead mimic.
Yep.
Where are we putting these?
The house inventory is down at the bottom.
You know, it's honestly
Actually,
really good
we
that
can probably, as an under tab of it, instead of RV crap or house crap, it can be River's Lab. River's Lab crap.
I've got a lot of stuff to put in there.
There you go. I have made River's Lab crap. You may add it.
You know, it was probably a really good idea that we made it so that I can't, like, speak, because that'd freak out Turkish.
Oh no, I can't do +1 life.
1 second. I'm combining these. There you go. Okay. River, you may go ahead and begin climbing.
Alright. My strongest roll, strength.
Hmm.
Oh, she's doing better. She's not good at the downward, but the upward's fine.
Alright. And go ahead and do it again.
She'll burn a willpower on this. Be good.
Alright. You have made it to the top. Everyone has made it to the top. You've done it.
Hey.
And you guys get to the top and begin to make your way back to base camp. And let me change the song for you. And do a nice background song here. Let's see. Okay. All right. And you guys approach back to quote-unquote base camp. And let me change picture. When you guys get back, you see Lalo also heading back. His entire outer gear is covered in soot.
River medical.
I'm sorry, what?
River medical.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wits medical.
What's the pluses with a first aid kit?
It is +3, I believe. And see if you can do that. The others look concerned as Karu comes in, as hurt as he is. You begin to stitch him up. You are able to tell that he was pretty damn hurt. But you begin to stitch him back up and get it so that he's able to stay conscious. And one of the others looks, how'd it go?
Samples are all collected. Aside from a few injuries, everything was successful.
And another one approaches with Lalo. We went in the back entrance to check. There's not many mimics at all. Did you see any on your side?
We ran into a few, and then he just kind of like raises up his shoulder to like lift up the mimic slightly that's hanging.
Just 2?
3.
3. Lalo takes off his helmet again. In the back entrance, there really wasn't any at all. And you didn't see any on your side. They'd have to have gone somewhere, but they couldn't have left. Tsuki is focusing on getting Karu alright. There's a club who seems somewhat medically inclined comes to help him as well.
I shall give Hellings a call.
Alright, Hellings picks up. Hello?
Hello, this is River. We have accomplished the mission. Need a ride back and some extra room.
Alright, I'll do what I can.
Appreciate it.
It's at that point that, you, hear in the distance, we found someone!
Oh.
And it is at that point in which we are going to leave off.
Yay!
Yay!
We did it.
We did it.
We didn't die.
Alright, River plus Tomo solo.
Good job pulling
You
out
did
victory
it.
against the dice gods.
Yay!
Is that Shamai here? It is!